Hey everybody, thank you for joining me today. So today's video, we're going to be doing this Operation Right Home sketch. You can pause here and get the measurements and come join me at the table. And I just want to do my quick little reminder now. If you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it so that way you get notifications whenever I upload new content. And I didn't speed up this week's video that fast, only because it doesn't take long. We're going to be using this Doodle Pop card. I guess it would be like a accessory, almost like a sticker. It's like a 3D sticker, and then it has some other elements mixed in with it. This pattern paper that I'm putting tape on right now is measured at 4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to attach it to a mat that's 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. So we'll have a nice small border around our pattern paper. And I used the wet glue to help give me a little bit of time to make sure that the paper is nice and even and in place. If it's not, then I can quickly tear it apart and it's not going to ruin the papers. So I definitely make sure that I put the glue everywhere where there's tape, so that allows me time to be able to move it. If you just put it on in between the tape, you're defeating the purpose. It has to be on your tape runner. All right. So I'm attaching this to the card, and I want to say I did this as a top folding card. It's A2 size, and the A2 size cards are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Now the next element, I'm just going to sand this paper a little bit, and I'm not going to ink my edges. And if you've been watching the last few videos, you'll know that's because we're using a mat. So since I have the matte paper, I don't have to ink my edges. Now, if you're the type of person who just does not like the white edge of some of the papers, then go ahead, ink the pages and use a mat. That's totally fine. But I feel like I don't have to. If I'm using a mat, I'm good with it because the white edge does not bother me. All right. So I love this pattern paper. I've already connected my banners that I was going to put underneath, only because it's a little tedious trying to figure out the exact layer and how I wanted them to be as far as the patterns. So I figured to give you guys a break and not having to watch me fiddle faddle with that. I would just have it done and then we can just attach it. But it's basically, I just took 3 pattern papers, I inked the edges, and then I laid them until I got them in the order that's similar to the sketch and in a way that I liked. Now I've attached and added the glue and tape runner, and then we're going to lay this down on our project. And it'll be nice and even right in the middle, because it is the focal image. And I like how that pattern paper, pops off that bottom. And now we're going to pull out our pop. And my idea with this, you're going to see me kind of play around with the gold hive, but then I changed my mind and decided to put it someplace else. So this part right here that I'm taking this little side piece out of, that one is the 3D image. So it's got layers, and it's cute. It's just cute. And though the blue is slightly different than the teal, it works. It really does. So I loved having the phone down as low as I could. It left me room for the hello, which is a great for, the front of the card. And I was going to put the heart here with the sticker high. And then I was like, no, I don't want it there. I'm like, let me pull that back up. That's one good thing about these stickers. And I was like, inside is where I want it to be. So I pressed down, and then for the heart, I just put a little bit of glue and attached it next to the high. So now it's almost like, I'm calling to say hello, and then you open the card and it's like, hi. I thought it was cute. Just a little note, just to send someone to say, hey, thinking about you. And then I have some other products, because, you know, we all have different collections that we just don't use everything of. And I have some foam like thickers, but they have like elements on them, and this one had a really pretty flower, and it's just the pink and the green, and it went well. I added a sentiment, and I felt like, you know, it worked. So you can use a pretty flower, you could do, you know, animal, like if you had like a pretty bird. Sometimes in ephemera packs there's just pieces that are so difficult to use, or you don't know when you would use it. A sketch like this would be great because you have such a big area that you could showcase it. So I'm grateful. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Make sure, like I said earlier, just hit that like, subscribe, and share button. And leave comments down below. I definitely love reading them, and I try to respond to everybody. I will have at the end of this video links to previous card sketches, but you can also check out my playlist, because I have a playlist called Friday Sketch Videos. Very simple, so that way they're easy to find, and every sketch video, card video that I've done is in there, and you can see this is number 230, so that's plenty of watching time for you guys. So definitely check it out, and I hope you have a great weekend.